Well, hello. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Megan. I have two small girls, a 1-year-old and an almost 3-year-old. And that is relevant for you to know because today I'm swallowing my pride and moving my girls back to their own bedrooms. I thought that they could share. I was ready for them to share. I think it would make good sense for a lot of the different things that I want to happen in and around our house, but we are just not there yet. And we were up at 4:45 this morning, me and the girls, and we've been running since. So today, this was the final straw. This was not the first incident, but this was the final incident. And yeah, so I just wanted to give you a little backstory on where this video is coming from before we got to it. This is also why in these first few clips, I have wet hair straight out of the shower because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning and I was not about to film an intro in that type of way. So also in that state of mind. Listen, it's not anybody's fault that it didn't work out. It just didn't. It just didn't. Like if you're reading articles and stuff and you think maybe it will for you, give it a shot. That's what I did. But just know, you may have to move the bed back. You may not. I hope you don't. But we are. It's just not worth it. We've given it 3 weeks. I don't know if I said that, but I feel like we've given it a good shot. But anyways, because of that, we are decluttering along the way. As we split the girls' rooms back up, I'm going to declutter, and I mean like a massive declutter, because one of the main reasons I wanted them to share a room to begin with was, there's one at my feet, so that we could have a play space and a sleep space. We could have one place for all toys to be contained and one space where their sleep was not as interrupted by the toys in the room. And it's just not worked out. So the alternative is they sleep in separate rooms and we get rid of a lot of stuff, which I'm hesitant about because I never want people to think that we aren't grateful for the things that they've given us, the things that we've been gifted, the things that, you know, they put their hard-earned money into and their thought into and creating that gift and finding that gift. And so yeah, I want to do this with caution, but also in a very, very serious kind of way in terms of like, I cannot, like personally, I just can't manage all of it anymore. Like I don't want to just be organizing clutter because I don't have the time in my day to do that. Like I have too many other things that I'm trying to do throughout the day. I'm not going to get into all that. I mean, everybody's busy. Everybody's got stuff going on. If you browse through my channel, you see the things that I do during the day. Like I don't have time. My granny just drove by. She's like, why is she got her camera in the window and talking to it? But anyways, this is where we're at. So today we are doing massive declutter. And in these first few clips, I want to show you the current status, well, the status about 3 hours ago of our house. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I guess it was more than 3 hours ago. I don't know. This is my second cup of coffee, and I'm still talking like this. Anyways, what was I saying? The next few clips are going to show you why we need to get rid of some stuff around our house. And maybe you are like, that's not that bad. That's how my house looks every day, and I'm fine with it. And that's totally cool. Like, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm not trying to say that you're doing it wrong if your house looks like this. I'm just saying it stresses me out, and I feel like it overstimulates my kids, and then they get stressed out, and we all just get frustrated with each other so easily because there's so much stuff like clouding our vision, clouding our brains, and yeah, it's just overwhelming. So this is what we're gonna do. We are here to work. We are here to play. We are here to enjoy this day. So glad you're here. Let me show you what our house looks like. I'm just on the stuffed animals, and this is quite hard so far. But I wanted to show you that this is not just getting rid of stuff that other people have gotten us and feeling bad about that, but it's also getting rid of things that have some sentimental value to us, simply because our girls have not gotten attached to it, and I just can't justify keeping it. So this necklace won for me. We were like a year married, and we went to the fair in the town where we used to live, and he won this for me. And I thought, oh, how cute, I'll keep it, I love it. And one day when we have kids, Lord willing, they can have it. And now they have all of these things, and this is just not one that they have gotten attached to. It's just not something that they've ever even been interested in. And our oldest is almost 3, so I think we have gotten our like $5 worth out of this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and donate it so that someone else can hopefully enjoy it more. Okay, so I think we have went from about 60-ish stuffed animals down to 15, which is still a pretty high number considering the fact that they don't play with that many all that often. By the end of this, it may be down to like 5. I don't know. We'll see if they even respond to the current reduction. This one I got for Rosie, her first Christmas. I need to wash it and then just put it in her keepsake box because she really has never used it, but it has her name on it and it's super cute, and I got it for her for first Christmas because what else do you get a 4-month-old for a Christmas present, since, you know, they have so much of a clue as to what's going on anyways. But yeah, just gonna put this in her keepsake box, so I'm not counting that one. For reference, just wanted you to see the shoes alone. My wonderful assistant Rosie came in and was lining them all up for me. So now I'm going to get all of this bagged, and yeah, haven't even started on the closets, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, their clothes are in the dryer, so it's quite a bit more. Is it that whenever our hearts love and adore something or someone so much, it swells in terms of like buying more stuff? It's like the most interesting thing to me, and I think it's one of the reasons why I've gotten way more into like hand making stuff for my girls in the last several years, or giving thrift store projects, or like this kitchen set I found on the side of the road. It was being given away for free and was a bright orange color, but just needed a little facelift. There you can see that bright orange on the back. But I found so much more enjoyment in like the handmade things, the things that have taken more time, because one, I appreciate them because I worked hard to make them that way, and two, I think whether my girls enjoy it a lot right now or not, down the road hopefully they will. So yeah, I love it whenever people give us things, but in terms of like things that we get for our own children, I try to stick with handmade stuff, and that kitchen they use all the time. But there are some other things like quilts and different stuff that, you know, dollhouses and things that I've made that maybe they don't appreciate as much now, but maybe hopefully one day down the road they will. sometimes it has to get worse before it can get better, right? I hope so. So while those floors are drying, I am going to steam mop them, which I know is not recommended on true hardwoods, but trust me, it needs it. I'm gonna do that once the regular mop stuff dries. But for now, we're gonna start packing up Rosie's bed and maybe go ahead and take it apart so that we can move it once the floors are ready. Okay, so I'm feeling a whole lot better about Rosie's room so far. There's definitely still some things that need to be fine-tuned and moved around. I really want to keep it as simple as possible, so I'm trying not to bring a whole lot more furniture in. I'm trying to get a lot better about leaving corners open in my house, and somehow something always fills it, but I'm trying to be really intentional with that. So if I bring furniture in here, like she needs something for her light and her sound machine to sit on. So if I bring something in here, I think I'm gonna end up taking something out. That's what I'm hoping anyways, but the only thing to take out other than the bed is that massive bookcase. And while I'm sure that I could find somewhere else for it in our home, it's actually secured to the wall, so it'd just be a big thing. It's custom built, and so it's taller than the door frames. It fits perfectly under the ceilings in the rooms, but taller than the door frames, so it's not an easy move. It's not one that I could do on my own, which is usually how I get away with moving stuff around so much. But for now, we are going to work on Annie's closet. Oh my goodness, you guys. I didn't show you this in the previous clips because it's really like kind of an entire project in and of itself, but it's where I store a lot of my gift wrapping and bags and miscellaneous craft supplies, quilting stuff. Like a lot of that stuff I just need to bin up and put it out in our storage building and write quilt on the side because I don't have time to do that right now, unfortunately. But all that to say, we're just going to see what we can get done for the rest of the afternoon. over here in Annie's room. And then tomorrow I can fine tune it a little better. Also, we're fully aware that we need to put doorknobs on our closet doors in the girls' rooms. But they're older doors, so we gotta find the right size knobs because normal ones just won't work. Is that good? Yeah, okay, all right. Oof. Oh my goodness, there she is. Wow. Need to hang up some of Annie's clothes. I just got some things, like all this needs to get out of here so that those can go in here, just like Rosie's closet. Let's do it. Perfect? Well, no, but it's better. And now we got all this to work on. Plus, oy vey. All right, Annie, get to work. Okay. So you know all this goes together somehow. Just can't quite remember one to do first. Raise a child up in the way they should go. Back to play. This is a weaving loom. I really should use it based on how much thread I have, but look at this. I don't even, ugh. I should have used butcher's twine in stringing this, but I wanted it at the moment, like that very moment, and I used what I had, which was something resembling dental floss. It's not, it's like more elastic than that. But I really can't even think of what it's called. So it doesn't work. And if you'd even ask me, when was the last time I even had the desire to weave? I couldn't tell you. But this is what we've got going on. So I have clothes, and then I have like the girls' crafty things here. Those are Annie's socks right there. This, I gotta figure out something to do with. That's a really cute house canopy, like canvas tent thing. So definitely not getting rid of it, but I really need a better place for it, a better way to store it. That, I am going to end up getting a tote for my quilting stuff, because that and all of that plus some stuff, all the stuff over there on that microwave stand needs to go. So that's all quilting stuff. Yeah, and then otherwise I've just been storing yarn. Like I said, I got a lot. Ribbon, miscellaneous craft stuff. I need to find somewhere for that. There's miscellaneous kids crafts. That's embroidery floss. That I believe is miscellaneous craft stuff too. So wherever this finds a home, that will as well. This is actually Christmas odds and ends is literally what I have written on the bag. And That's exactly what it is, but none of it is stuff I really want to get rid of. This may end up going in the trash. It's miscellaneous stuff for crafts, but I have not reached for any of that in about 5 years. So the basket under it, I will find a purpose for. And then this basket is actually like a little Moses basket for baby dolls. All of these in this bottom box are more puzzles. I have a ton of puzzles, but that's one of those things that I'm like, I really don't want to get rid of because, you know, they're at like different stages, and we have all different like age ranges, I guess, of puzzles. I don't know. My brain doesn't work in the evening. This whole day is just out the window. But anyways, I don't know that I'll get rid of the puzzles, but I might store them in our storage building because I just really want this closet to be super clean, super organized, and very functional. Even that yarn is bothering me because it's like overflowing out of the top. I love how this basket looks because it's just clean, organized, it closes. That's like falling off the rack because it's too big. I don't know. I might come up with something different for that. Saw my kitchen declutter video, then you saw the pantry totes that I got for our bulk pantry for like flour, sugar, and pasta stuff. So I think I might get the same ones for this situation. I don't know. Basically what I'm saying is we still have a good bit to do, but we've made great progress. These are Easter baskets and miscellaneous baskets, really. I mean, they don't have to be Easter. Probably gonna put those in the storage building. I can't get rid of a basket, you guys. It's one of those things. When I see them at thrift stores and they're beautiful and they're good deals, I have to get them, and then I cannot get rid of them. And that's just, everybody has those few things that they just are fine with hoarding. And like, if they're buried alive by them, it wouldn't be the worst thing. And I guess maybe baskets are one of my things like that. I have a stack of clothes that need to be donated and a stack of clothes that need to be put in the keepsake box. That's a whole nother story for another time. Just moving on. All right, so I added 2 ribbon spools to the trash pile. So I realized, I was like, I think I'm getting into like an organization mindset more so than a decluttering, and they go hand in hand, but I was like forgetting to declutter stuff. And so I was trying to make room for all these things and realizing, hey, I would have a lot more room if I did what I was supposed to be doing. So with that being said, I might just get crazy. Here we go. I don't know. We'll see. I'm tired, and things aren't fitting like I want them to, so we may just be doing a clean sweep here. So I changed my mind again. I was just sitting here and I was like, why would I spend money on tubs, which I still probably will get them for the girls' clothes, but why would I spend money on tubs for yarn whenever there's perfectly good shelves right there underneath everything that aren't being used? And, you know, my original thought was like, oh, well, the girls will probably get into them and pull them out everywhere, and then I'll have to clean it up, or they'll have to clean it up, or whatever. But it's really not going to hurt anything. It's not going to hurt the yarn. It's not going to hurt them. And if they find playing with yarn more fun than playing with other stuff, then it's dual purpose. And we can get rid of some of the other toys that only serve the purpose. I don't want to say only. Plays the work of a child. Is that the quote? I think that's the quote. So I don't hate toys. I'm not saying that. I just really like for the toys that we do have to be ones that we really, really love, and ones that we just wear out. Like, I don't want to be able to pass down a toy, not because it's cheaply made, but because we played with it so much. We got the use out of it. We got our money's worth, or somebody else's money's worth. And yeah, that's just usually not the case with toys. At least not in my house, but from what I gather, it's not the case in a lot of people's house. Can you tell I'm getting tired? And I'm winding down, and I just want to talk. I just want to talk with you. Anyways, here's my yarn. I got a bunch. that, and that. And I peeked into the puzzle box, but the ones that I saw on the top are ones that I really do want to keep. There's probably several in there that we could get rid of, but for now I'm just gonna hold on to all of them, tuck them into that corner, and yeah, we freed up some bins. I'm gonna call it a night on the closet. Some of these things just need to go to our building or to donation bag, and this stuff comes in handy for so many things. It's like the toughest string ever. So I'm just, oh. First thing on the agenda tomorrow is to rewrap this string. Oi. It would be my tendency to declutter and organize an entire closet and then like leave a string completely tangled around all of it, so that even when you pull out one of the oh my gosh. You guys, I get so delirious whenever I'm this tired. Put that string in there and have it wrapped around every single one, and then when I gotta pull something out, all of it falls. That would be me. So anyways, on this note, I think you've had enough. I think I've had enough. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you tomorrow. About nearly clean. I mean, other than Annie's playpen and rug and this nightstand, plus these lovely dress up items, we are pretty much empty in this room, which is just how I wanted it. I am going to go through and declutter these drawers really quick, and probably the dress up stuff. I do want to find a better system for hanging that, but right now it's just gonna stay there and it'll be a-okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take all these down off the wall. I don't think I've mentioned this because we still really are not sure what's gonna happen, but so my original intention with the girls sharing a room was so that we could move our bedroom to one of their rooms and use our current bedroom, which is a closed-in carport, as like a playroom, one day a homeschool room, and then also utilize more of our laundry room, master closet, pantry as, you know, more of like a true closet space and not a master closet, like not have clothes in it, right? So, with the girls sleeping together, not working out, we're just trying to like brainstorm and think through some other ways of doing that. And still maximizing the functionality of our square footage here. So this room there's a chance that it will not be Annie's room. You guys, she's gonna be like so well taken care of, but there is a chance that we will be moving into this room as our master bedroom. So I'm not about to like take everything down off the walls, but we don't, like Rosie used to utilize these little educational posters a lot more than what she does now. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and take those down, really just stripping this room down to like the bare bones, so that if we were to move in here, it would be a hopefully simple move and process altogether. Not to mention the fact that it just makes it a whole lot easier to clean and keep organized whenever you have less stuff. Like that is probably my favorite part of decluttering. It's making life simpler by not having as much stuff. That's what we're gonna do right now. Nicholas is actually at the moment taking a lot of my, not a lot, but the things that were sitting right here, my gift bags, my box of fabrics, a little playpen that the girls have really outgrown, but we're saving in case family members need it. he's taking all of that over to a family storage building across the street. And yeah, so while he's doing that, I'm gonna finish this up and then we shall be done, finally. It's actually been like a week since I started this video, but that's okay. That's all right. We're getting it done, y'all. All right, so I didn't even have to declutter this because this is an old laptop that Rosie still uses for play. This is empty, and this is empty. So that was like the quickest declutter I could have done. Also, I'm going to leave these bookshelves for now and all the books that are on them. And then these I made, it's like numbers, colors, shapes. And they can just hang out there for now too, because I don't know where they will end up at. We will see. So I have one more bin of things that can be donated. And this is my odds and ends Christmas bag that I'm going to finally take out to our storage building that has Christmas time. This feels so good. I mean, like, our house is in such transition. I have no idea what's gonna end up happening with whose bedroom is gonna be whose and what's what. But now I know that, like, if we need to move things around, it's not going to require several days worth of going through everything and then being able to move stuff because spaces might be smaller or this, that, and the other. Like, we're ready for whatever now. We're not tripping over a ton of stuff. I'm just really pleased. And the fact that this has taken me about a week to complete has actually given me a really good chance to see how we function with less stuff, particularly the girls. And so far, nothing has been missed. Nothing. Nothing has been asked for that was taken, that was moved around. You guys, they don't notice most of the time. And I'm not just gonna go through and get rid of all of my kids' favorite toys. But what I'm saying is, we're the ones responsible for how our house functions and how it operates, and honestly for the stress level in our homes. So if there's something that is more than we are able to maintain, we are able to manage, it is our responsibility to make it right. At least that's how I feel. And I feel like that's what I've done. So we'll see how it continues to go. Like I said, I'm so glad that you came along. I hope that maybe you feel like you can take a breath after having seen the chaos that was my house beforehand. And I can't wait for what's to come. I hope that you continue to follow along to see how our house continues to evolve. I think it's so interesting how houses are such a living organism and they never ever are, like, I don't think that a house can ever just be stagnant, like, unless it's a museum type of house, you know, like if it's something historical that people don't live in, or if it's an Airbnb, like something that is just rented out. But a full-time lived-in home, I just don't think it can ever be that pristine and always so put together, or like, unless it has someone solely dedicated to that, like 24/7, round the clock. The goal, like in my old age, that's what I hope I am. Like, I hope to be able to just sit in my house and have friends over for tea and not feel like I'm constantly having to like purge and get rid of stuff. Like, I want to have the things that I love and hold on to them for a really long time and then be high quality and long lasting, but there not be a lot of it. And like, that's my goal down the road. But in this phase of life, with children that are growing so quickly and have ever-changing needs and wants and desires and interests, and it's just not practical, it's not realistic. So I am very glad that we are in this trend, this movement have an online community where decluttering and organizing and like getting things manageable is so popular. I love that. Like, I know that my videos have a lot of competition whenever it's this topic, but it's not going to stop me from doing it because I am all about it. Like, I think even if it just encourages one person, then we're doing what we need to do, because it just feels good to not be, I think other people say this all the time, but to not be managed by our stuff, but to be managing our stuff. So all of that to say, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in this long. I know this one started out like I was just tearing through my house, basically. Like, I was getting stuff done and didn't care who tried to stop me along the way. I was not being stopped. But yeah, we made it. We are here. And I feel like we're all the better for it. So like I said, nobody was going to convince me before I tried to get my girls' showroom that it wasn't gonna work. I mean, several people tried, but I was not about to listen to them, and I had to do it the hard way. Sometimes I just have to do that. I have to do things the hard way before I will understand. And I'm not saying that I like that about myself. I'm just saying that's who I am. So we live and we learn. I feel like I can confidently say with no questions in the back of my mind that we tried it, it did not work. We will maybe try it again down the road, but I'm excited and have inspiration for how I'm going to make their individual rooms unique to them. And we've been in our house for over a year with plain white walls, everything just kind of trying to like rearrange furniture, see how it's all gonna work. And now I feel like we are at the point where we can start like really personalizing it, and I'm super excited about that. Up next, I will have my living room declutter, and then we still have my bathroom and linen closets left after that. Probably just start all over on decluttering, because that's how it works, right? It's not a one and done type of thing. You have to stay on top of this, and that's what I plan to do. So all of them hopefully will not be this intense. I mean, surely not. Like, usually it's always the first time around, right? However, we did just move a year ago, and we got rid of a lot of stuff when we moved because we downsized. You guys, I hope, hear me say it now. I am trying to do better about bringing in less stuff, or if I do bring stuff in, I'm taking things out. It's just an exchange process. I don't know. We'll see. We may be back a year from now, me saying these exact same things, and y'all can call me out on it then. But for now, I'm signing off. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.